one African language right now. What's stopping you from learning Yoruba?
Mojabili Tatu Ini.
No, Curves. No, Curves, ask me. Curves, what's stopping you from learning Lingala? What's stopping you from even learning Pidgin? Chanel probably speaks Pidgin. What's stopping you from saying, Chanel, can you teach me Pidgin, my beautiful black sister? I mean, I know it's not really an original African language. But what's stopping you? What's stopping you?
And I'm gonna do the super chats in a second. Go ahead, Ali. And
well, I just want if me, Chaotic, and Marcus and App living in the same house, and then all of a sudden I start coming to the house and sell the everybody in the house drugs, start selling everybody guns, start playing I guess hippity hop music that Chaotic that Chaotic sees as degrading and looks down on the community and showcases us in an ignorant way. What impact this Chaotic thing would have to our society? And even though I agree with them on the surface, I'm still going to agree with them on how we look on a certain population looks on the surface. But how are we going to keep expecting our kids to do something different if the women and the men in their community is showcased in a different manner? I'm telling this kid to be this great man and woman, but then Migos or I can't even name all the rappers today because I can't even take it no more. Like he probably can't take it no more. But I acknowledge that those people, that a lot of people in their positions came out of struggle and they're doing the best they can based on what's given to them and their opportunities as well too. So the J community is and the W community is exploiting black people around the world and making billions off of us. So I'm trying to ask you, if they create the projects, if they create the guns and the drugs that goes in the projects, because we ain't got the planes and boats to send them there, shouldn't there be a change of what the W's and the J's are doing to our communities? What finances do we have to change these communities, change the showcasing in the music and the curriculums? Go ahead, Mr. Chaotic Truth 06.
Ali 06, thank you. If it were not for the J's and the W's creating guns and creating this society, no offense, you would, not you per se, but us, we would end up like the Tutsi in Rwanda. Do you know across the planet, you being a Christian or you being a Muslim could get you deleted, as we might say. If anything, the very same people that you are talking about are your saviors in grace. This country is unique that we don't have religious persecutions, et cetera, that we do have gun rights and we can protect our land and we have advanced courts and police systems in the army. I don't knock the Jays. The Jays, if anything, they're willing to lend out money and hire blacks. If it weren't for the Jays, you wouldn't have multi-millionaire 6'9" dumb athletes running up and down a wood court, putting a ball in the net. And I'm pretty sure. I'm sorry, Shane, you about to cut me off or something, or are you just yawning? Okay, and I'm pretty sure, and I'm about to land the plane. Like I said before, you blacks need to be on your hands and knees thanking God that the Jays are in your corner, because again, you would not be the wealthiest Negroes on the planet if it were not for them in their great institutions that they've created. Why don't you blacks, if you're so persecuted by these people, go live in Liberia? There ain't no Jays there. Go live in Congo. There ain't no Jays there. Go live in the 54 other predominantly black nation states or the Caribbean. I would argue that the only Negro on the panel that would move to a black nation state is Chanel. Other than that, if you Negroes are so persecuted, why are you here? My God, why are you taking up for the Native American why don't you go live with the Native American since you're such a big ally of them? There's hundreds of reservations. We're all
you can't live on a reservation. You have to be a Native American.
I just want to know, like, do you wish that you were born white, my dude? Like, I'm just curious. Like,
Curves. Here goes. I'm answering your question.
Okay.
Curves, here goes the tragedy of what I'm about to say to you. You and I are both a part of the same hypocrisy. I don't see you getting on a trip to Africa to live around the very same people that you pretending to love. I don't see you. I bet you right now, if you walked outside, you don't have a goat, you don't have a horse, you have the white man's car. I would even argue that your next door neighbors are white. I would argue that you work for white people right now. You love the white man just as much as I do, Curves, respectfully. You do. You think niggas invented Christmas? I don't think so. You don't have a Kwanzaa thing behind your back? Why not? You got Christmas. Ain't no African made no Christmas shit. That's my first cuss word. So you love the white man more than I do. At least I'll admit it.
Chaotic, everything you just said right now was a complete assumption.
You guys, let's stay on the topic because we're
speak one African language right now. What's stopping you from learning
Mojabili Tatu Ini.
No, Curves. No, Curves, ask me. Curves, what's stopping you from learning Lingala? What's stopping you from even learning Pidgin? Chanel probably speaks Pidgin. What's stopping you from saying, Chanel, can you teach me Pidgin, my beautiful black sister? I mean, I know it's not really an original African language. But what's stopping you? What's stopping you? I bet you your last name is a European name.
Marcus, go ahead and say, thank you.
Sorry.
So Marcus, go ahead and speak your piece.
Chaotic, hold on real quick. Okay. Chaotic, I know you don't believe in smoking weed, but you might need to consider because you amped up for no reason.
Don't.
Just like a Negro, you don't give me a mathematics book. You telling me to smoke some drugs. Look at you.
Okay.
Stand, y'all.
So shout out to the homie Sean Gates because he told me you would sneak this in the chat. So I went up to read it. And in the most civilized manner, I'm going to say I do live around black people. In fact, I make it a point to stay connected to the community. I have a bounce house, movie theater. I do things for the neighbor. I own half my city block. My next door neighbors, I could walk in their house right now. I got their son, her grandson in a job position, help them set up his life through mentorship. I do violence prevention work. So I'm very much in tune with the things that I'm talking about. My daughters, we watch Akili and Me all day. That's an African channel. So when you talk about why are we learning any African languages, we are working on some of those things. So all your points are mute, bro, when it comes to that. To group all of us in this negative categorization is very much disingenuous again.
Go ahead.
I just quickly will say I do think Chaotic is for black people. It just may be viewed in a different way. I think
his delivery is a little.
His delivery may be different from how we would receive it, but I do agree with a lot of what he's saying. I don't like him, talking bad about other cultures because I love other cultures, but I do think he loves black people, and I think we can learn a lot from what he is saying. His delivery may be different, but also I think we need to take a look at our other cultures, predominantly black cultures, and see what they have that we need, because we can learn a lot from them, whether it's the value of education or the value of family. And us living in the United States, we have a golden ticket to really enhance ourselves financially and our lives.